Hey guys, finally, I was able to duplicate it. This is a 2008 model PT Cruiser. It just stalls out, guys. Random dash just stall out. No codes, no nothing. Now, the one thing you need to understand about a PT Cruiser, at least the Gen 2 PT Cruiser from 2006 all the way up to 2010, that was equipped with a TIPM. All right, totally integrated power module. One thing you need to understand, as far as fuel pressure go, you very well could be losing fuel pressure and your vehicle just stall out. Now, the normal way to check fuel pressure is still the same, where you got to find some adapters to tie into the fuel feed line and check pressure that way. However, there is no fuel pump relay, okay? So we have no way to swap out a relay or check a relay. It's all built inside the motherboard of the TIPM. So if that fails, you actually need a TIPM. Now, I've seen this problem a long time ago, but they always extremely hard to duplicate. So I actually got this one to stall out, but I'm not prepared. Normally when I test drive a car for a long time and it finally do what you wanted to do, you got a pretty good idea at least what to check. So yeah, I'm sensing fuel related issue, lack of fuel pressure at points. All right, so when I get to the shop, I'm gonna tap on that TIPM and see if it cough out on me. If not, one other trick that I have at my disposal is I have a spare TIPM for this vehicle. So I can simply, now that does nothing for you guys that's really trying to diagnose this thing. But here's what I'm gonna do. I can at least talk about what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna swap out my known good TIPM in this, drive it the same length of time at the same temperature and all that, or sort of like similar windows condition. All right, and see if it don't stall out or cough out on me, then I know I was losing fuel pressure. Because the normal way is kind of hard to set up. I will have a hard time setting up a fuel pressure gauge and riding around like that, trying to monitor the gauge and see if it goes to zero and the car stalls out. All right, so you're forced to do it this way. At least I am. All right, as far as you guys at home, you have no way to, I don't know. You just have to buy a used TIPM and put it on and see what happens. But when you're dealing with a customer, you got to be pretty accurate and on point. So I'm trying my best to do just that. She was here last week. We couldn't duplicate it. That's the thing. If you can't duplicate something, don't attempt a repair, guys. All you're going to do is get yourself in a bind. All right, so just be honest. Mrs. or Mr. Customer, I simply can't duplicate it. Until I can duplicate it, I can't make an accurate diagnosis. So she came back. It's basically a comeback. She came back. I'm stalling out, still stalling out. So now I got to make it a top priority to see what the hell going on. But that's why I stand on this. It's hard to get it to stall out, but when it do, you got to find out what you're losing, either ignition or fuel. That is the hardest part right there. All right, but I'm guessing I'll figure it out, guys. Now, one other thing I can do, this computer or this year, technology is out where we can utilize adaptive memory at our disposal. I'm gonna look at adaptive memory while on the test drive and see where am I at. You got short term, you got long term. If I'm high on the plus side, guys, that simply means at times the engine is running lean. Lean is basically a lack of fuel. Lack of fuel will cause you to stall. So you gotta know how to interpret it, high on the plus side or high on the negative side. If I sense or if I see high on the plus side, I'm running lean, and that's where you get your fuel presence or pressure from, is the fuel pump. That doesn't mean the fuel pump bad, that just means the system that feeds the fuel pump could be at fault problem. So it's a whole, oh my goodness, did I just stall out? See, I'm coughing right now. Oh man, it died, guys. Oh my goodness, while I'm talking to y'all. Whew. It started up. See, I'm guessing as it's running. All right, so it died, but guess what? It started back up. Now, here's the thing. This is why duplicating it, I'm going to turn in here, guys, because I'm going to look at something. This is why duplicating the problem is so freaking important. All right? Get a load of this. I can maybe now discontinue my thoughts on it being fuel related. You know why? Because it started right back up, okay? If it had died and I had a long crank time, if it had died, y'all saw when it died, right? I just happened to be filming. If it had died and I went to crank it up and it went like there's no fuse, then should you expect fuel-related issues, lack of fuel pressure and things like that. So now my whole thought process has changed. Now I'm going to look at ignition. And guys, this is a 2.4 multi-air engine. I want to look at something real quick because I highly suspect that this car may be sabotaged. Not sabotaged, but some parts, I don't know. We about to find out. But I'm so glad I was able to duplicate it because you have to. All right, now here's what I want to look at. Let me prop this up. So my focus now is on ignition, meaning cam and crank. You see that rough idle? That's because the fan on it. Oh my goodness. Oh my, wait a minute. We on to something, guys. I done told y'all about this. Hell no. Hell to the no. I know I'm not seeing what I'm thinking I'm seeing. I done told y'all about this time and time again. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot use these cheap ass, cam sensors. Look, and it's brand new. Oh my goodness, that is not Mopar. That looked like a Derman. Wait a minute, is that a Derman? I think that's Derman, y'all. Or either AutoZone or Amazon. Guys, these cheap ass ignition system parts, cam sensor, crank sensor, even O2 sensors is prohibited, unprohibited. Don't use it, crap. What's wrong with y'all, man? You can't stick no cheap ass $30. All right, calm down, JT. Woosah. So now my whole focus is zoned in on the ignition system. Again, that's simply because I duplicated the concern. This car stalled out, but guess what? It fired right back up. All right, it wasn't a long crank time after it stalled out. All right, I know exactly what to look at now. Now here's the thing about these cheap ass cam sensors, guys. They do not set fault codes. Yeah, you're not gonna get a fault code. Chances are, it'd be very nice that cam sensor such and such, to go directly to the cam sensor. And there's a magnetic sensor in there as well. Due to this mileage, I'm gonna get both. Yeah, guys, that's my problem. I'm now convinced that that's my problem. The way the car stalled out and didn't start back up, or started right back up, tells me it's just a stall out issue. So when I came to that stop at that stop sign, now let's follow me here. Okay, I took my foot off the gas, which means the throttle blade is gonna close, right? Now any restriction on that throttle blade that's restricting airflow input, any carbon buildup on that blade, when you let off the gas and the blade close, that could block off airflow. It's like starving it out and the car would die. But the throttle body is not dirty. I made sure that the last time it was in. The throttle body, there's no carbon buildup on the throttle body, okay? So, but that will cause a stall out coming to a stop. All right, your idle air, this car equipped with an old ass idle air control. IAC motor, they got a different names for it. But that's not my issue. My issue is the ignition. And again, I had no fault codes. You're not gonna have fault codes, and I need to address this too. All of that is bad. All right, guys, I'm on to something, and I think I found my problem. So now let me go. It's still running, so it haven't stalled out again. Yes, with confidence, I can say we definitely own something. Let me put this back together and head to the shop, guys, and write this estimate up. That piece of ooh, I'm almost about to cuss. Shut your mouth, JT. Don't do it, JT. Don't let it piss you off. But I try to tell you guys time and time again, leave that those garbage parts alone, especially when it comes to ignition. That's hot. So I'm gonna end this video. Well, I'm gonna stop this video. I got to get back to the shop. I got to cut it off so I can put all this back on and head to the shop. But yeah, we're looking at the ignition system right now, guys. All right, y'all stay tuned.